The looks I get when I hug a homeless person is fucking priceless. Okay? That's when you see the real fucking problem with the human condition, right? I hug like one homeless person and everybody fucking drops their jaw at it like, holy fuck, what are you doing, you know? And I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. We're all talking about wanting to save each other, wanting to help each other, and how humanity is all like one thing and all this. And the second I show like a gesture of being kind to somebody, regardless of their status, regardless of where they're at. I know my lips are chapped, don't look. Regardless of, their status. People look at me like they feel like I've done something crazy, right? Like Jesus hung out with lepers, okay? Imagine the looks he fucking got, right? In fact, he laid hands on lepers, right? He hung out with prostitutes and thieves and all that. And guess what, chicken butt? I'm friends with strippers. I'm friends with gamblers. I'm friends with people who have a track record of being thieves. I'm friends with all kinds of fucking people. And the fact that, like, you know, I hug a homeless person and everybody fucking has, like, their opinions just right on their fucking face about it. You know, it really fucks me up a little bit. It really fucks me up. It's like, do you really see them as so inhuman that they don't deserve one gesture of kindness, one gesture of compassion? Like, imagine they don't get the holidays with their family. They don't have anybody, you know, there to support them or whatever, you know, there was this girl in Portland strung out of her fucking mind, you know, and it broke my fucking heart seeing her just wandering, confused, dazed, like she didn't know what was going on. She, you know, had no awareness of, you know, and I hugged her. I was talking to her, and then I hugged her, you know, and everybody just kind of stops. It's like hearing the record screech to a halt, like, you know. It was like, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Do we really live in such a fucking callous and cold world that you can't hug a fucking homeless person without, like, people judging you? And you know what? I hope people do judge me. I hope they fucking do. Because at this point, I would rather spread love and kindness to those who really fucking need it than give a fuck about anybody's judgments about it. People need to get their priorities straight. So, yeah, I hope that for everybody who doesn't give a flying fuck about society and what society thinks about shit, I hope that you hug a homeless person. And you know what? I hope you hug all kinds of people. I hope you hug everybody that you see as worthy of being hugged, right? Because people deserve that. At least a little gesture of kindness, especially when they're confused and they're lost and they're scared and they don't know what the fuck is going on. They fucking deserve that. They deserve somebody to show up with compassion and be like, look, bro, I can't offer you much, but I can give you so much, you know? I can show you a little bit of love that clearly your family hasn't given you. See, people, they don't know where I came from. You don't know where I came from. I was a street kid. I remember running away from home at like 16. I showed up 24 hours later to find my mom throwing away all my shit. You know? I wasn't the greatest kid, okay? Let's just leave it at that. I wasn't the greatest kid. And so I left. And I went back out into the streets, and I was, you know, I know what it's like to be so fucking scared that you don't know where your next meal is going to come from. You don't know where you're going to sleep that night. You don't know, right? And I know what it's like to be saved by homeless people. People who have fucking nothing. Who will give the shirts off of their back to keep you fucking warm, right? I know what that's like. And people, you know, you don't comprehend it because you've never lived it, I'm sure. But in just all the fucking judgments on homeless people, and I'm like, why are we not judging the system that put them there? Why are we not judging the system that doesn't help people who suffer with mental illness? Most of them have to be strung out on drugs. in order to curb the pain from the hunger, right? It's easier to get drugs than it is to get food sometimes because of how fucking greedy and selfish humanity has become. And that's a fucking problem. That's the real epidemic here. That's the real fucking issue here. You don't know what it's like to be shunned from your family. You don't know what it's like to be tossed out into society not knowing where the fuck to go and what to do, you know? So please have a little compassion, show a little ounce of humanity, and give a fuck about somebody who's different from you, who has a different life, you know? And everyone's gonna sit there and be like, oh, they did this to themselves. I don't fucking care what you think. They're not less than human. They're not less than human. And I am really fucking tired of humanity being so goddamn judgmental. I'm here for the people. I love the people. And I don't give a fuck what their background is. I'll hug all the prostitutes. I'll hug all the gamblers. I'll hug all the fucking drug addicts. I'll hug everybody who's going through some shit. Because guess what? I see the humanity inside of them. And my heart connects to theirs. My heart goes out to them. And I love them when none of you can. Namaste.